Balake, where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Ron.
Ron is present. Welcome back, everyone, for a little bit more SPTV, where every day is a bad day to be David Miscavige, and every day is a great day not to be in a cult. So today's video is brought to you by the Streisand effect. Anytime Scientology tries to do anything to mess with my content, to mess with my videos, to file complaints with YouTube about this or that, I'm going to make sure to always use that as an opportunity to signal boost or highlight or give more exposure to whatever the issue is that Scientology is trying to get buried. I mean, this is why Scientology just doesn't know what to do about SPTV. I think they may have finally met their match. That's the hope. That's the idea. So what in the world are we talking about? I did a video yesterday exposing Scientology pedo Martin Wilkesman. Martin Wilkesman is a Scientology Sea Org member, an Italian Sea Org member with a German name. I commented on how unusual I found that to be yesterday and was inundated with emails explaining to me how in northern Italy, there's lots of German Italians and all that kind of stuff. So, or Italians with German names, or, Italians who speak German as much as they speak Italian. Anyway, you guys get the idea. So Martin Wilkesman, let me just share some screens with you here. So in the video that I did yesterday, I showed this video. Now, this video is the one and only Martin Wilkesman playing the keyboards in a Sea Org birthing room in Copenhagen, Denmark. And why in the world this thing was uploaded to YouTube, I have no idea, but it's on this little YouTube channel with 4 subscribers. And so I just showed that video just as visual evidence of who the guy even is, who we're talking about. And let me see. Give me a second, guys. I gotta check all my settings here. Am I even live right now? Hold on. Am I live? I can't tell if I'm live. Anyway, I'm going to assume that I'm live. This is the problem with doing live. My whole thing is screwed up right now. All right. Anyway, back to screen share. Let's just roll with it. Okay. And if you look at my channel from yesterday, well, right here, you'll see the box that's currently live. You'll see that video. It has 30,000 views. It's about 31 minutes long. It sure would be a damn shame if that video about Scientology pedo Martin Wilkesman got another 30,000 views just because Scientology couldn't help itself and had to submit a privacy complaint. Okay, so now let me show you the actual privacy complaint itself, because why not? And actually, before I do this, let me switch views and explain a little bit of context about the earlier times. God, my computer just is not cooperating with me. This is not the first time Scientology has tried to do this. When I did a series of videos exposing Scientologist pedo Johnny Maurer and how Scientology investigated Johnny Maurer and found out all of these kids that he had abused. And instead of reporting him to the authorities, instead of doing the right thing, they shipped him off to Clearwater, Florida, where I live. By the way, Clearwater, Florida, that other than LA, has the highest population of Scientology children of any city in the world. Why would you send a confirmed pedo to Clearwater, Florida? And yet that's what they did. They tried to get that video taken down. When I did a video exposing Hulk Hogan's connection to Scientologist pedo and child abuser Kirk Burness, they tried to get that video taken down. When I did a video about Danny Masterson, by the way, that's convicted serial rapist and Scientologist in good standing, Danny Masterson. When I did a video about Danny's BFF, Graham Brewer, and exposed Graham Brewer's history of abusing underage Scientology girls, they tried to get that video taken down. No success. And now that I do another video about Martin Wilkesman, they try to get that video taken down. Guess what? There's more videos coming about more child abusers. So, you can keep doing me a favor, Scientology, of trying to get these videos taken down, because it just gives me an excuse to do more videos on the subject. So, okay, so let's look at the actual email just for the hell of it. Just so you guys understand what they've tried to do. I can't blow the email up any more than I already have here, so apologies for that. It says, "Hi, growing up in Scientology. This is to notify you that we have received a privacy complaint from an individual regarding your content. They put a link to the video. They said the information reported as violating privacy is from 0 minutes and 0 seconds to 31 minutes and 2 seconds. That is, in fact, the entire video, you guys, which, by the way, not the best way to submit a privacy complaint. It says, please note that the violation may also occur in the title, video description, channel image, or background. We would like to give you an opportunity to remove or edit the private information that might be present within the content reported. This notification informs you that another user has raised a privacy concern about your content. However, it will not automatically result in your video being restricted, and no associated penalty has been applied to your video at this time. We would like to give you an opportunity to remove or edit the private information that might be present within the content reported. After 48 hours of this notice, we will review the complaint for violations of our privacy guidelines, and we will consider restricting the content. All right. Please note that you may not need to remove the content entirely in order to resolve the issue. YouTube offers a custom blurring tool, which allows you to blur anything in your video, including individuals or information. For more information on the blurring feature, visit this Help Center article. Please also check the title, description, video tags, channel image, or background for relevant personal information. YouTube offers metadata editing tools, which you can access by going to My Videos and clicking the edit button on the reported video. We're committed to protecting our users, and we hope you understand the importance of respecting others' privacy. When uploading videos in the future, please remember not to post someone's personal information without their consent. For more information, please review our privacy guidelines. Sincerely, the YouTube Legal Support Team. So this is a boilerplate standard email that they send out in response to a privacy complaint. When you look at the language of this thing, they haven't actually even reviewed the substance of the complaint. I guess for YouTube's internal workflow, it's just easier to give a content creator an opportunity to fix whatever they feel might be a legitimate privacy violation before YouTube even gets a chance to review the substance of the complaint. In every single instance that I have received a complaint such as this, I have never once gone back and edited or removed any of the so-called offending content from my videos. And I have emerged victorious 100% of the time regarding such complaints. Now, you might go, how do you know it's Scientology that submitted this complaint? Technically, I guess I don't. It could be Martin himself. But to the best of our knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, Martin is still a Sea Org member. Now, if Scientology was smart, they would have kicked him out about a couple years ago. But to the best of my knowledge, he's still a Sea Org member, which means he really shouldn't be watching my content. So the chance of Martin Wilkesman filing a privacy complaint against me, unless Scientology literally brought my video to him and said, uh-oh, look what you've done now. We need you to get this video taken down. I don't know if that is what would have occurred. I am also, to be totally blunt, not entirely honest that you can't submit a privacy complaint on behalf of another person. Like, could literally anyone have submitted a privacy complaint on behalf of Martin Wilkesman? I'm not actually sure. For those of you who are more expert on that subject than I am, please let me know in the comments. I'm looking in the live stream here, even though my user interface is not totally cooperating with me. Either in the comments below or in the live chat, or even you can email me at growingupinscientology@gmail.com. Can anyone submit a privacy complaint on behalf of someone else? That would be really interesting to know. Okay, guys. So, and by the way, since we're talking about it, since we're doing this whole Streisand effect thing, let me just remind everybody what the substance of the Martin Wilkesman video was. Martin Wilkesman was a Sea Org member being run on projects from middle management and West U.S. Continental Management. He was doing projects for one of the senior-most Scientology entities called INCOM. INCOM stands for International Network of Computerized Organized Management. They handle all the computerization. They handle all computerized systems for all Scientology organizations. This guy was being sent around by himself to orgs all around the world to assist in computerization initiatives, and was divulging in his auditing sessions that when he goes out on project and he stays with public Scientologists, he abuses their children. He openly admitted to doing this to at least 4 Scientology children in different countries around the world. The interrogation that he was undergoing, where he was divulging all of these things, the interrogator got so sick and disgusted of what they were hearing Martin confess to that they actually refused to continue the interrogation. And that's why we only know of the 4 victims. Now, in addition to the 4 young Scientologist child victims, Martin had admitted to recording certain activities with children from the internet, saving them to his personal device and traveling with that device through borders, through the borders of various countries throughout Europe. This is a very serious crime for which he could be imprisoned. The cover-up of this crime is something for which I hope the offending parties could be imprisoned, but that's a little above my pay grade. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, that was the content of what we discussed yesterday. And I really don't think that YouTube's going to come down on the side of a privacy complaint on something like this, considering they haven't done so in the past, but we shall see. Guys, my interface is a little screwed up here. As I said, I don't really know what's going on. I see one super chat, and then we're going to call it a wrap. Marilyn Honig says, stay strong. Aaron, thank you for making a difference for so many who have been abused and are without a voice. Thank you so much, Marilyn. It truly is one of the things I believe one of the best uses of the SPTV platform is to expose these people who are committing crimes against children and crimes against the elderly, because Scientology doesn't know what to do about it. Scientology cannot sue me or any other former Scientologists or any other SPTV YouTube channel members. Scientology used to have the legal advantage offensively. They just don't anymore. Scientology cannot sue, for example, me for anything I'm saying about Martin, because first of all, they know what I'm saying is correct. And you go, well, they can sue you for anything. They can just sue you to bury you in legal fees. They can just sue you to shut you up. They can try. But the problem with them trying to engage in that type of litigation these days is it makes them the aggressor and it exposes them to discovery. They will open themselves up to discovery. If they were to sue me for these videos about Martin, they would have to provide Martin to be deposed. And they would have to provide the staff members in the Office of Special Affairs International and the staff members in senior HCO at the ILO or the HCO bureau at the ILO. They would have to offer those people up for deposition because those are the guys who covered up the crimes. So I guess the safety that I and we have is that we know we're talking about truth. So Scientology, out of their own self-preservation, cannot actually sue us for exposing this stuff. And if they did, it would only make things worse for them. So in other words, heads I win, tails they lose. And that's why I'm using this platform to expose these things. There's just nothing they can do about it. All right, everyone. That's all I got on this. Much more to come. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.